Like, do you think you'll be able to go against the Ravens?
I hope so. We had a full practice today. It was a good day, so we'll see how the week goes. Just got to be smart. Still got a couple days before the game, but I'm optimistic.
Were you able to it wasn't padded or anything, but were you able to get out there and do what you normally would have done?
Yeah, it was a hat day, but it was a good, productive day. A lot of moving around pre-snap, good communication as always, so it was a good, productive day.
Mike, how much do those hat days help this time of the year, or it's just
Yeah, for me it was clutch. Probably for everybody it was clutch. Having a short turnaround, playing the late game Monday, and then having a quick. Really we didn't get in until probably 2:30, 3 o'clock yesterday, and then having to try to get your lift in, try to get prepared for today. It was just a quick turnaround. Super happy coach threw us a bone. We got to give that back to him on Sunday night.
Mike, what do you think got the defense through Sunday, that emotional blow that was Shazier and then a couple other injuries? How'd you guys kind of keep it pieced together?
Yeah, to be totally honest with you, we didn't. I cried. Benny cried. It was, that was my brother. When we walked out there, that was the one thing that really shook me up a little bit because, Shay's tough as nails. And, when I looked him up, he had tears in his eyes. I could clearly see that he was scared. And for him to say to me what he said, it took all the strength out of my legs. And, I don't think we did get it together until probably after the half, and then you saw us come out and play better. But I seen it affect some of their guys. Didn't nobody really want to play. You saw that. That was my first time. I saw what happened to the kid from Rutgers a couple years ago, but that was kind of watching it on TV. It didn't really, and not to say that I'm not sympathetic or anything. I was kind of shocked and distraught by that, but to have it be my brother and see it from, 20 feet away, obviously significant.
And you lose another linebacker, they make a switch at corner. You're on the sideline watching all this kind of come together.
Tough for me, but it is what it is.
Like there was apparently Troy Vincent said during a conference call today they're actually considering bringing in the college targeting rule potentially. Do you have any opinion on that, as whether or not that's wise on the part of the NFL to do?
Good for Troy.
Do you have any thoughts on the suspension being overturned for?
Man, I just told you that. That's going to be the quickest way for me to walk out of this interview. Don't ask me that. My statements stand for themselves.
You said Twitter. I don't know what you said on Twitter. That's why.
All right.
In general terms, what's the best option for a player to try to play physical?
Man, I don't know, man. Just hand us all some flags. Hand us all some flags and let us go out there and try to grab the flags off. Because we're not playing football. This is not damn football. When I was 6 years old watching Charles Woodson, Rod Woodson, that Sean Taylor, the hitters, Jack Tatum, that's football. This ain't football. You got to know what the risk is when you sign up. No one wants to be paralyzed. No one wants to have head injuries. These are all things that are negative. But let's not try to turn football into a dangerous, barbaric game. This is how I've changed my family legacy. Before I got drafted, I had $368 to my bank account. That is far from the case today. I've changed my family legacy by this beautiful game of football for forever. So let's not try to turn it into some evil, dirty game. It's football. It's no different than UFC fighting. This is a combat, contact sport. There's going to be injuries. That's just what it is. But if you don't want to get injured, then don't come out here. This is for real men. This is a man's game. Ray Lewis said that a couple years ago. I stand by that. It's a man's game. If you want to be a little kid, you don't want to get your ass hit, then don't come out here because this is for grown men. Straight like that.
Sounds like you're a little upset about some of the commentary that went on during the Monday night game then, to that point.
Yeah, as far as the people who said them, they got their own opinions.
Like you said about, I'll ask you about the Ravens. Can you contrast how you guys deal with the Ravens as opposed to the Bengals?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Can you contrast how you guys approach a game with the Ravens as opposed to the Bengals? Is there more of a mutual respect, perhaps, between you and the Baltimore players?
Man, there's respect out there. If you cross those lines, I have respect for you. I respect that you're a competitor. I respect that you have some type of toughness about you. I respect that you're a talented, world-class athlete. At the end of the day, man, especially like I'm sitting here talking to George after the game because he is one of my good friends. That's why I felt like I had to tweet and try to defend him because I think it's just crazy. Like I know George, I know his fiance. He's not that way, but we are physical safeties. And think about what you ask us to do. We're always the last line of defense. We're always making bang plays. Like you never see us getting to line somebody up in a hole like a linebacker. We're playing full speed. He's 4.4. We're 4.4, 4.3 speed. Like aim that. You go do that. You can. It's just risk of playing football. If the ball is in the air and a man jumps or a man ducks his head, how do you want me to readjust my body? You cannot do it. At the end of the day, this is football. If you want to see flag football, then let's take our pads off. That would make it easier for me because now I don't got to wear heavy shit. But give us flags for me to pull off because that way I know what we're playing. You know, I signed up to play full-speed contact football, and we're not doing that. I feel like I got to ask a guy, hey, are you ready for me to hit you right now before I hit you? And that's crazy. I'm going to mess around and get hurt trying to protect an offensive player because he's running an over route. Damn it, your quarterback shouldn't have threw that ball messed up. That happened 2 years ago. I'm not joking at all. Andy Dalton threw a ball to Tyler Eifert 2 years ago. Tyler Eifert had to dive for it. I was aiming for his gut. But if he don't dive, he don't get in the head. That's 50 grand out of my pocket, though, because Andy throws a bad ball. Make that make sense. And at first you're taking our money, but now, you know, I got assholes like Matt Hasselbeck calling me a dirty player and trying my character, and we've never met before. I donate more money to Cincinnati underprivileged kids than probably people on the Bengals. So don't give me that name. My nephew goes to school there, man. I take all that personally. If you don't know me, if you never had a conversation with me, don't judge us by what you see on football, because football is my competitive side. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so much going on in the game right now. Yes, obviously I'm a little flustered, but I mean, we just got to do better. We got to do better. I said it yesterday. We got to do better as players. When we sign the next CBA, we got to get better leadership as who's running the league, because obviously everybody from fans, owners, players are all disappointed in Roger Goodell. We just got to do better. We can't have a guy where you just hand out discipline on how you see fit. There needs to be a set guideline of how we do what we do. There's no way I see two people get post-play penalties, post-play infractions that don't have to do with football, and you get the same suspension as a guy that is making a football play in a football game. It's absolutely absurd. But like I said, man, it's Steelers versus the world.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks.